They say every city's got a ghost. Some walk back alleys, some haunt mansions on the hill, but here, in Mexico City, the ghost cries. Name's Mercer, Felix Mercer, and I never believed in ghosts, not until I heard her. The job came from a guy who sweated fear through his pressed linen suit. Arturo Morales, a banker with a taste for expensive cigars and poor decisions, said his son vanished 2 nights ago near the canals of Xochimilco. They say it's her, Senor Mercer, he whispered, eyes darting like a rat in a sinking ship. La Llorona. The weeping woman. I'd heard stories on the ride in. A ghostly mother who drowned her own children centuries ago. Now she wanders the rivers, crying for them, or for new ones to take their place. Folklore, right? I figured Morales needed a shrink, not a Seamus. But his money was green and my whiskey bill was overdue. I took a gondola out just after sundown. The boatman didn't say much, just made the sign of the cross and handed me a small silver medallion, Virgin Mary stamped on one side, fear etched on the other. Por protección, he muttered. Fog hung low on the water like a funeral shroud. The air smelled like damp stone and old regret. Somewhere in the distance, something cried. High, hollow, like a mother calling out for a child who'd never answer. I didn't believe in ghosts, but my hand didn't leave my gun the whole night. The kid was last seen near the old stone bridge. I found a scrap of cloth snagged on a branch, fine linen, embroidered, Morales' family crest. Nearby, tiny footprints led down to the water and just stopped. I lit a cigarette to steady my nerves. That's when I saw her. White dress, long black hair tangled like river weeds, face pale as the moon, streaked with tears. She stood on the bank across from me, swaying like she was listening to music only she could hear. La Llorona, I whispered, and she turned her head. Eyes black as empty coffins locked on mine. I don't remember firing the first shot. I remember the click when the hammer fell on an empty chamber. She was gone, and the only sound was my own breathing, ragged, shallow. Later, I learned the story. Maria, a village girl who loved a Spanish nobleman. He loved her back until he didn't, left her for another. Rage and grief are a dangerous cocktail. She drowned her children in the river, then herself. Now, they say, she's cursed, forced to wander, crying, searching for what she lost or what she can never have. But Morales' boy wasn't dead. I found him 3 miles upriver, alive, but in shock. Said a woman in white carried him through the mist, whispered lullabies, then vanished when the sun rose. I gave Morales back his son. He gave me enough pesos to buy out the bar at El Patio for a month. But something stuck with me. Why didn't La Llorona take the boy? Why save him? Maybe there's more to the story than the old wives tell. Some say she's a vengeful spirit. Others, a mother trapped by her own sorrow trying to make amends. Either way, I left the medallion on that bridge. Figured she earned it more than me. Some cases tie up neat. Others leave you staring at the bottom of a whiskey glass, wondering if the reflection looking back is still you. I don't know if La Llorona's real, but I heard her cry. And if you listen close on certain nights, you might too. If you found this case as haunting as I did, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell for more investigations with me, Felix Mercer. Got your own theory about La Llorona? Or a ghost story that keeps you up at night? Drop it in the comments. Who knows? Your mystery might just be my next case. Until then, keep your eyes open. Some legends are looking back.